Right now, is it good? Is there any sound right now? Okay, okay, great. Okay, so I'm trying to explain how I make the three proximity effect inside of Fusion. We'll see two techniques. Let me start with the one that goes with the ribbon, the 3D ribbon. Just need to make one line. Sorry, guys, I don't explain too much. I don't talk too much. So if there is anything that's not clear, please tell me. I'll try to explain more. All right, so I've made a ribbon. There is the number of subdivision that we can crank up or take down. This will basically give you the number of instances that will be replicated on a 3D ribbon. Then I need to add, let's add a replicate 3D first and make my shape that I want to replicate. So something simple. Extrude 3D and plug this inside of the replicate 3D. Can rotate it on the y-axis, so it goes like this, and maybe extrude a little bit. So as you can see, right here we have 24 the subdivision. That equates to 24 instances on the replicate 3D. If you want to take this number up, it will go, the instances number will go up as well. There is some echo. Okay. And right now, how is it? How is the sound? Okay. Let me know if the echo is gone. In the meantime, I will continue. Okay, so now we need to add 3D displays to the ribbon. So let's see the ribbon. Let me take it up a little bit so we can see it better, or just take down the grid like this. And in the ribbon, we need an image to drive the ribbon, the displacement, sorry. So let's go with a background, simple background. Let's make it thinner. And we'll choose the green color. Why the green color? Let me explain it. First, let me make this something like this. Why the green color? If I go to the 3D space, you can see down there this axis, this gizmo axis, where we have the green that equates to the Z axis, and the Y, which is the blue, which is for the Z axis, the Y, which is for the green axis. Let me say something first. Guys, I'm French, so English is not my first language, so I'm struggling a bit right now. Let me take it back. So the green axis is for the y-axis, the red axis is for the x-axis, and the blue axis is for the z-axis. So these go in direction, and right now we need the instances of the ribbon to go up. So we need to choose the green color so that the displacement will go in this direction. I don't know if it's clear, but if I plug this background into the displace, it will make sense. we need to choose the RGB. So the displacement is driven by the RGB colors. And if I preview the result, you'll see that the displacement, the ribbon, goes up like this. Okay, and if I play with the offset of the gradient, the displacement will also move. And as a result, all the instances on the replicate 3D will move as well, like this. We can also add another 3D displace if we want to move the ribbon in direction. Again, just let me copy this. We just need to change the colors now. If I can make this one red, for example, you'll see that, first of all, I need to set the displacement 3D to RGB. You will see that the ribbon goes into the X axis. So let's choose blue maybe. All right, that's what I wanted. Like this. So this second displace is used to modify the shape of the ribbon. I can add some points. Let's go with y axis with green. Here you can see the result right here. The ribbon, which is originally like this, just went like this. And this displace that I've deactivated is used to drive the displacement of the instances. Let me animate the offset with an expression driven by time. Make it repeat or repeat. That's great. I think so. This is the first technique. After it, you just need to stylize your thing. We'll go with the second technique, which will be using the probe modifier. So first, I need to explain what is a probe modifier. What the probe modifier do. Let me add a text node. Write something. Then add a transform node, and we will try to change the size of the probe. Okay, let's go into the probe. So you can see it needs an image to probe. We'll make one. Let's go with a simple gradient. Again, like this. Okay. And in the modifier, we will drag this gradient to the image to probe. The channel right now, since it's a black and white image, it doesn't really matter if you go with the red channel, the green channel, or the blue channel, even the luma. Just don't choose the alpha because right now the alpha is completely white. So stay away from it. But if you have any mask, let's say an ellipse mask, it will work because the alpha, this is basically an alpha image. Okay, let's get back to the text and the modifier. Okay, so I will choose the red channel. It doesn't really matter. And in the value tab, I need to choose which value I want for the black values and which value I want for the white values. So basically, when we're looking at the gradient that we've made, there is some black values and some white values, and in between we have some gray. So when the probe will be in the white area, the black areas, sorry, it will equate, the size will equate to this value right here. And when the probe will be in the white value, it will be equate to this value that we've set right here. And the other one is if the probe ever goes out of the bounds of the image in these areas, this will be the value. So it led it to 0. Now, we need to link the position of the probe to the center of this transform node. So let me just add an expression like this. Go to tools, center. Now, when I drag this, you can see that the probe moves with the center. If I preview the result, you will see that the size of the text is now animated by the position of the center. If I go on two screens, it's basically the white in the white space of the gradient. The I don't know. I just lagged, guys. Sorry. Let me reset. When the center is in the white values, it will go to this value 1, and when it's in the black values, it will go to 0.1, like this. And this, we can make it inside of the 3D space. We just need an image. And again, we will use those colors that I told you in the beginning, the blue, the green, and the red. For this example, I will just be using the green, sorry, the blue and the red. So let me make it. Take a red image. Let me rename it to red. Create it. Name it to blue. And add an ellipse node like this. What I want to do is make some sort of cross like this and blur it a little bit. Same thing for the blue. I need to make some sort of cross, but this time like this. Change the color to blue and blur it a little bit. Then we can merge the two together like this. So this will be our probe image. Now, maybe it will be a good idea to make this a square. And also, if you're wondering why my width and height is in this position, in this page, not in the image page, it's just because I've moved it and made it the default. Okay, so this will be the image to probe. Now we need our setup in 3D. Let's go with something simple. Meta text. Is it not working? Let's go with L. Put the size up. Extrude 3D. Let's extrude it like this. Then I need to add a transform, and we will change the rotation value in the y-axis and in the x-axis with the probe again. So modify with probe. Where is it? Right here. And this time we need to drive the rotation of the x-axis with the red. So we just need to drag the red in the image to probe. Then we will choose the value. So we want it to rotate when there is no red in this image to be 0. So basically it means that there will be no rotation. And when there is some red, it will go to this value that we want. So let's go with 120. like this. Let's do the same with the Y rotation. So, and this time we'll drive it with the blue. Let's set it to the blue channel and also change the white value, which equates to the blue value. Okay. And we need an effector to drive all of this, because right now we cannot see it in the 3D space. Reset it. Yeah, merge. Go with a simple sphere. Hit it like this. All right. Now basically we need to link the position of the center to the position of the this transform, these translation values of the transform. So we'll go with an expression. Let's go right here. So this transform is named, let me see, let me rename it to something like T, for example, just for simplicity. And we'll write this expression T dot transform 3D up that translate that x plus 0.5. Then we'll write 0.5 minus t dot transform 3D up that translate that z. We can link it if you want. It's way simpler than writing all this expression down. But basically, it links the center x and y to the translation x and z of the transform 3D. And also it normalizes it. This is the 0.5 and the plus 0.5 and minus 0.5. Okay, let's put the same expression right here. Like so. So when we will move this, you can see that also drives the image to probe. So if I go into the top view and move this, we'll see in the perspective that this L is now driven by the let me show it right here. This L is now driven by the position of the shape, like this, without any lag. Oh, it's okay. Like so. That's basically it. I don't know if it's clear, guys, but I tried to explain. Sorry for my English. Sorry for my stuttering. There is many language that goes to my head right now. But that's it. This is how it's made. What do you guys think? Thank you, Yoro. Also, there is I wanted to add that it's not just the rotation that can be modified. You can modify any parameters of any nodes. And also, since we're trying to replicate this axis right here, let me go into the top view, you can see, I don't know if you can see clearly, but it's the Y, the X, and the Z. It's possible in the image probe to add also a green center. If I do this, for example, and change the color to green, add an ellipse also and merge it on top. Also in the expression, I will add this. Nope, take it again. This expression. I can make like a simple green dot, blur it a little bit so that the blur is so that the transition is smooth, so it doesn't go from the zero value in the probe. Let me go in the modifier. It doesn't go from the black value, which is 0, to the white value. Here it's 45 or 120 for this one. It doesn't go like abruptly. It will go smoothly, since the value doesn't go from 0 to 1 to blue in one go. It's, and now since you have a green value, you can modify another parameter with the probe, like this, and just choose the green value. Like let's go with 90. Now if I move it, when it will be in the center, it will also move the Z rotation. It's better displayed in perspective. One thing to keep in mind is that the um the effector, the sphere, needs to be moved in the from the top view, like this. And if you want the affecting distance to go up, you just need to crank up the size of the ellipses, like this, basically. And that's it. So if it's right here, it will move only in this direction. And if it's right here, it will only move in this direction. And if it ever on top, it will take in consideration the green value. I'm gonna end the stream now because I don't have anything to say in addition to this. That's basically the effect. I wanted to do some tutorials and edit them, but it takes some time, and I don't have this time. But there you have it. And if I ever make another tutorial, it will be live like this, so that people can watch it again after it. Is it good? Okay. I found cross translates placement. Actually, never mind. It's probably fine. No problem. No problem. Okay.